We're on. Sorry. Hey, team. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here. Real quick before we jump into it, I want to ask what a better time for this call would be, especially for those of you that want to be on and want to work the business, because obviously Mel and Dawn and I want to work the business and want to be on, so we're here. But if there's a time that works better for you, Jeff. What's up, Jeff? Good, Jeff. It's not that I don't forget you. I love you. We want you guys there. So if like an afternoon is better, a different day is better. Most of us have pretty relaxed schedules. So we want you on the call. That said, we had a couple quick things we wanted to talk about. We might do a power half hour. No one really shared what they wanted to hear, so Dawn and I just decided.
We decided what you need to hear.
Yeah. So Dawn's going to talk a little bit about prioritizing because I think it's super important and something to focus on in this business, especially if you are super busy and you have a lot to figure out and you need to figure out what to do first. We need to talk about prioritizing. And before I hand it over, just want a gentle reminder about Facebook, about groups, about life. You are who you run with. And what you let in your brain, what you allow to be in your world is what starts to consume you. So with all the politics and all the everything going on, just be really careful. Make sure if something's on your feed that you don't like, hide it. Don't get enveloped in it. Don't get invested in it. Don't start commenting on it. Because if you keep letting all this garbage into your mind, eventually you're going to be one of those people posting on Facebook and starting to start the drama. That goes for your personal life too. If there's yucky people, yucky stuff, bag it. Life's too short. Our job as coaches is to be around positive people, do positive things. Julie said it really well yesterday. It's time to bless and release. So we're going to bless and release. And I just want you guys, you are who you run with. So show up for these calls. That's right. Show up for these calls. Get to the events. Get in those Beachbody groups. Get on a team cup and start surrounding yourself with people who have goals, who want to build, who want to grow, and stop getting distracted by all the other stuff. And it's like the negative of my life is my kids. So I'm just kidding. But if someone wants to take them, I'm kidding. I love them. Okay. Go ahead, Dawn. You're up.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. So when Christina and I were talking, we know realistically, most of you out there aren't necessarily working your business. And a lot of you don't necessarily want to, but some of you want to like a little bit and you just don't know how. It's not necessarily realistic for some of you, or you don't want to do a power half hour 3 and 4 days a week. And you don't need to. This business is what you make of it. But what I want you to start doing is figuring out at the beginning of the week your priorities. If you want to get your Shakeology paid for, we know as a coach it's about $100, depending on where you're at, shipping or tax, whatnot. Figure out if you need to get 3 people on Shakeology a month, what do you need to do? Maybe you don't need to do that full power half hour, 3 days a week or whatever. Maybe you just need to get a couple challenge packs sold and then just have good customer service with those people. Maybe you don't need to sell a challenge pack every month. Just get a couple people on and then have good customer service to keep them on it so that you're getting that residual effect. If you guys are struggling trying to figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it, you need to reach up. Reach up to your sponsor. If your sponsor isn't one of the 3 of us, reach out to that sponsor. If that sponsor is struggling themselves and they're not really sure what they want to do, reach up to one of the 3 of us so we can help walk you through that. Like, this is a big team that we want to work together. It's so important that if you prioritize what it is that needs to get done, those are the things that are going to get done. And if you are looking for personal development, listen to anything Chalene Johnson, any of her podcasts. She's got business podcasts, life podcasts, all the podcasts. But she talks about like every day, do a brain dump on your piece of paper and figure out what are the most important things you have to do that week and that day. And just some days it's one thing. And that one thing might be taking your kid to the doctor. Like maybe that's an appointment. That one thing might be your hair appointment because this is happening next week. Just saying, so whatever that one thing is, you got to write it down. And that's the one thing that has to get done. And then you prioritize the other things that have to take place. I want you guys to start thinking about that. But man, do we want your guys' businesses to pop, because the opportunity that's in front of you is incredible. Some of you out there that are just discount coaches are probably not watching this, but holy smokes, the stuff that you guys are doing is incredible. And it saddens me that you're not bringing others along. Like, I want you to make money, but man, I want you to be reaching all those people that are watching you and not even knowing that you're a coach and that you can help them along. Like, it makes me sad. It makes me sad when I get tagged in great posts from my challenge group and it's discount coaches, and the discount coach isn't saying back like, hey, let's talk. Let's get you going. That's an opportunity for you guys. Like, you don't have to work your business to get a little bit of that income back and help a whole lot of people at the same time, just the way that you were helped and why you wanted to jump on. I know that is, I was going to talk to Christine about what we were going to talk about right before we got on, but we got sidetracked because I do. Do you have other thoughts on prioritizing?
Well, I took notes on Monday, so look at us. Haha, we're more prepared than you
I love
think.
when you take notes. I have them somewhere.
So yes, what Dawn said, prioritize, make a list of all the things that you and only you can do, put them in order of importance, and then check them off. And whatever doesn't get done gets moved to the next day. If there's stuff on your list that someone else can do and would make you more effective for the things that are going to get a better ROI, return on your investment of time, delegate those and focus on the things that are going to make you the money. Then make sure your time matters. So if you're supposed to spend 10 minutes inviting, your butt better be inviting. Your butt better not be scrolling on Facebook. Open up Messenger, turn off the wall, turn off your notifications, and just invite. If you're supposed to be cleaning, put your phone down. Put it over there, plug it in, turn it off, and just clean. Because we women like to think that we're multitasking, but my brother, he's an engineer, and and he says there's no such thing as multitasking. There's only starting a task and stopping another. Starting a task and stopping another. You're never actually doing two things at once. So make your time matter. You're only spreading yourself thin if you're trying to do 5 things at once. Be effective in what you're doing. Be focused and be present. If you're supposed to be with your kids, put your phone down. Put it back. Put it away. If you're supposed to be working, that's okay for your kids to have something to do for 5 or 10 minutes. Don't try to work with them around. You're just going to get mad at them, and that's not going to work. Okay? This business isn't that hard to work. For those of you that aren't in the leadership group, let me just tell you there's good money to be made if you can just be focused and effective. If you think the leaders in this business are perfect or genius or doing some magic mold, they're not. They're just taking focused, intentional time and doing it's just 4 vital behaviors. That's it. That's all you need to do. Even if you just did it once a week.
And one of the 4 is taking care of your health. It's what most of you are doing anyway, and is why you're a coach. It's drinking your shake and doing your workout.
Yep. Melanie, anything you want to add to our very simple but super important, I feel, call?
I don't think so. I wrote notes as you were talking. The blocking the negative feed on your Facebook, I think that's so important. When I see people pull up that are like just stupid, like negative politic crap, I go to the little arrow on the side. I don't unfollow my friends. I unfollow anything from the feed that they put on there. Because if there was some yesterday that was about an old lady a caregiver beating an old lady, and I'm like, I don't want to see that crap.
Right.
Click unfollow Chicago Times, whatever. I'm like, I do not want to see that crap. So it's so easy just to unfollow those things. Yeah, my other notes are just along. I didn't have anything else. Nope, that's it. We're good.
And you say that you don't unfollow your friend, you unfollow the feed. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people unfollow the friend, guys. And that's why you don't want people to unfollow you and turn and totally tune you out just because you went on a rampage one week. Because I've unfollowed a crap ton of people, and they might have something super valuable that I'm just missing because I unfollowed them because I wanted nothing to do with what they were saying. Even the people I agree with, guys, even people that I wholeheartedly agree with their stance, they're so loud and obnoxious, I just turn them off. We don't want to be turned off. And I know I've been turned off by people. Not for my political stuff. Man, if I started political stuff, I had nobody left on Facebook. And the other thing, you guys, a lot of people don't realize you can control what goes on your feed. If somebody tags you, you can approve it before it goes on your feed. Like, there's a lot of settings that you can do. If somebody tags me, it does not show up on my feed unless I let it. And I'm so glad, because there have been a lot of political type things that people, either they want to make sure I see it, or they want people, don't know their intentions. But they'll tag me and I can be like, delete.
Yep.
So
and
make sure. Yeah, go
on
ahead.
that too, they it was Jeff's mother yesterday, the day before, something like this. She's like, I'm so sick of all the politics, blah blah blah. But if you put that out there, Facebook sees politics. They see all these words you're putting in these other people's comments, and then that pulls up ads on your Facebook and makes you see more of that stuff. So I just say don't even acknowledge it, unfollow it, get rid of it, just post positive crap. I told them, I'm like, my Facebook is full of Beachbody, rainbows, and unicorns. Like, my Facebook could literally puff glitter in your face. Like,
Or all over your car.
but that's because we don't talk about the shit. Sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
I did have one other Facebook thing, since we are on a little roll right now. A couple years ago, I fasted from Facebook during Advent, and my intent was when I came back, I was going to just clean it up of all the junk. That was way too difficult. I had to get rid of it. But one of the things that I was doing, and I want you guys to be really mindful, we see a lot of like really cool, really positive, uplifting posts, a lot of positive, uplifting pictures, and we just share it. And we need to not just share it, copy it, and repost it. Not because you don't want to give whoever it was that created the credit, but there's a lot of sketchy sites that will have a lot. I mean, I was sharing like good Jesus stuff, but it was coming from like, I can't say the words of some of the sites that they came from. And some of the really cool stuff, they have I blanking love science with a bad word in it. And they've got some great videos and cool stuff. The problem is, if anybody clicks on it, it goes there. And I don't want people, especially with, trying to have my Jesus girl image, I don't want people seeing it go into trash. And sometimes it's a share of a share of a share, and you just don't want that to get back to you. So if there's a great picture, copy it.
Yep.
And don't just share straight up from another coach. I know I've called coaches and I'm like, do not share my stuff. Copy it and use it. Make it your own. Don't send your people to me, because your people are now going to come to me. And if you're not doing a good, effective job, they might not know you're a coach. They're a customer. And then I'm going to laugh in your face. No, I won't.
There's that one site that I keep sharing the ones from. It's one that I've liked, and it's called The Power of Positivity. But I agree. I should click the picture, copy, paste it.
And some of those sites are great. Like some of those sites you might want to be leading people to, and that's cool. But I learned that when I learned it when my brother-in-law posted something wicked shady one day, and I was like, do you know that it showed up that you just liked this picture from this? And I was like, your mom can see that you liked this picture. Like, you didn't even post that picture. You didn't post it. You just liked it. So, I mean, you just got to be aware of what people are seeing, because that was nasty. Okay, I'm done.
It's a good reminder. It's a good, especially right now, like your social media is your business window. That's what being a coach is. That's how people see who you are and what you represent. And if you aren't careful, you're going to misrepresent yourself, and you're going to turn a lot of people off to you that you have the opportunity to help. So just be conscientious of it. And what you let in your brain is what starts to control it. So keep it positive. Don't watch the news. Get your PD out. Get your Bible out. Get around positive people. Get physical, and stay out of the crap, because there's nothing you can do about it. So focus on what you can control, and then be that message for everybody else. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Remote drop.
So if you guys are listening to this and you're like, what is this called? This is nonsenseness. Then tell us what you want to hear.
Boom. For real.
Let us know the kinds of things that you want to hear. These are important things, and these are important things for your business. These are important things for your life. But guys, we want to be here to help you set and achieve some goals. And selfishly, I want you to achieve goals so that you can help other people. Like, yeah, I want you guys to make the money. That's awesome. But I'm a coach because, we were talking about it before we got on the call. The obesity rate in this country is absurd. Next time you go to a restaurant, count count the number of obese people. It's going to be over 60%. I don't care what restaurant you go into. You go into like the clean, healthy, whole food, whatever, you're still going to see 60% of the people. And that's why we do this. It's so important. Uh-oh, I see a kid. Nope. Oh, I thought he was going to be naked. My bad.
He's so ready. He's got his swim trunks on.
With underwear under them. So we're going to have to do some work there. But hey, good start. Solid start. All right. Yes. Yeah. We're here for a reason. It's not that other MLMs and network marketing companies are bad, but our purpose is helping this country with a serious epidemic. So let's act like it. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for those who watched, and thank you, Melanie and Dawn, for always being here. And Jeffrey, thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm totally taking over this class. So, seriously, just because I'm weird and I have odd thoughts right now, if you did this, yeah, I mean, I know both of you do this full time, but if your husbands did this full time, would it freak you out financially, or would you just jump on board and go all out like you guys normally do?
Right now, it depends. It depends on how willing he would be to do the vital process. And I could get out. If he were to go full time, hardcore in the financial position we're in right now, it would probably take 2 or 3 months to be where he is to meet his paycheck now. And then it would be 3 months where we exceeded it if we both jumped in hardcore all in.
Balls to the wall.
Truth. If I had access to his people the way he has access to his people, and I'm not sure that.
Sorry.
Yes, couples that do this together make more money in the business. It's sure it's a risk, but opening any new business is, except that when you open this new business, all you pay is $15 a month. That's it. That's all you pay. If you both go in it all hardcore, yeah. I mean,
You don't have to start off hardcore.
ooh.
You can slowly work them in.
That makes sense. I got stuck watching that. I think his site is called That Effing Guy. I don't know if you know him. A big bearded son of a bitch that's just out of control all the time. I love him. I think he's hilarious. But the
Where
fact
do you think
they're
that big
making
Catholic chick came from? Just saying.
see, and so that dude just like blows my mind all the time. And I've got, a shitstorm of stuff going on lately that, it could go either way. So I just saw some of this stuff this morning. I was like, wonder if that's even actually possible. But like anything else I do, it's just dependent upon the effort you put into anything. So it is what it is. I just wondered what your guys' opinion on it, being that you
Go look in the Leadership Mastermind group. Go look at those business centers. You saw Taryn's. You saw Kiana's. That's one business center. One. They have more than one. Plus, they have spouses with business centers.
So Anita and Eric Myron both work the business. Melissa and her husband both work the business. McAllister. There are quite a few where both Darren and Danielle Natoni both work the business. Those people build faster. Now, Melanie's husband doesn't work the business, but she retired him. He's the stay-at-home mom.
Well, and his business is working.
Right.
Sure.
You're right. You're right. They're working his business together.
Mm-hmm.
It's what Ty and I are doing.
cool.
Yeah. No, there's potential because you double dip. So think about that. Everything you make, she makes again. And then she gets a percentage of what you made as cycle bonuses as she builds up in rank. There's good money to be made. And she gets a pay raise if she goes Ruby. You get a pay raise if you go Emerald. And then you both get to double bank on that pay raise.
But I'll always make more money.
You will always make, not always.
No,
if you decide to
not
stop
always.
working the business,
Oh, I know.
he could, and it wouldn't even be that. He could decide to do better than you, and he could absolutely make more money than you. Andy makes more money than me, and you are not far behind me. You saw the ladder. You're not far behind. think about.
What was the
Don't
call?
blow up his head right now,
Well, yeah, no. Let's just wait. A couple more weeks,
and then we'll blow it up.
and we'll blow it
Get
up.
it on.
No, I'm actually glad you asked that because I think people underestimate what happens when you have that two people actually working the business. Because working your business with your husband, working his business with him, is hard because you have to build yours, and then you and he have to build his. But if you're building yours and he's building his,
Well, and plain and simple, like, my husband is not in fantastic shape, and you better believe it's a lot more challenging for me to do Shakeology and my work when people say, well, does your husband drink Shakeology? Because my husband does drink Shakeology, but he doesn't follow nutrition and he doesn't work out. And I don't have his latest cholesterol test, so I can't say, well, he might be fat, but his cholesterol is better. Like, you know
right.
what I mean? So it's super challenging when your spouse isn't as supportive, and a lot of people know it. And when he goes to work every day and he drinks a shake and they're like, what's that? And then they just, they don't see any change.
Mine still calls it a pyramid scheme, so.
So does mine, that pyramid that I do. And then I'm like, do you
Stop
want me?
saying that. You're in a pyramid scheme, mister. I'm not.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm actually glad you brought it up. That's why we have these calls, because there are thoughts out there that I don't think of, and heck yes.
And,
Yeah.
you know, honestly, as many people that show up to these calls,
Guys,
and
get out of here. I'm on the call.
it's funny because it's crossed my mind more than once because I love what I do, but it's not awesome being outside all the time when it's 22 below and the wind's blowing sideways and snow hits you in the face and shit. And now we're in a weird spot, so, you know, it is what
And
it is.
look
Let's see where it
Look
goes.
at your story. Like,
Yeah.
you're in a weird spot, but now you have, I mean, we all have a story, but yours is literally life and death.
Yeah.
You know, like, not that I wish that upon me so that I could have a better story.
Boy, I sure wish I could almost die for my story.
Dude, you better believe there are times that I'm like, gosh darn it, I wish I was pregnant just so that I could have a mom niche. And I'm gonna not lie, like, sometimes forget about the fact that I want maybe a kid, but I'm like, gosh darn it, I wish I, could draw those people.
Mm.
Now, I need to work my own niche that other people are gonna say, well, I wish I had that niche, because mine's a business building niche. It just hasn't worked yet. So we all have a thing, but it's just tapping into it, and yours is just so obvious right now.
Yeah, you two are religious people like we are, so it's just weird how things line up and the people that are putting your life at weird times. And if it wouldn't have been for you guys and her going crazy on this junk, I'd have been dead. So, her being like, hey, you should start working out.
You know that's going to be, you're going to be speaking at Summit. You're going to be on the big stage sharing that story. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's not New Orleans this year, it's going to be the following year. Like, I would bet money. Like,
Here's my accountability to you. You have a responsibility to tell someone else this story because someone else out there has a future he doesn't know about and needs to be healthy. You have a responsibility. When you get through a mess, it's your responsibility to make it your message. If you don't, you're almost smiting God for getting you through it. You're almost like, thanks. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with my life. Job. When someone else out there is like, I need this. I need to know. I need to know it's okay. I need to know what to do. I mean, I don't know how far you guys are away from having to make some sort of decisions, but you're in a good position right now to start talking about it and just see what happens.
Yep. That's kind of why I reached out, just to see what you guys' thought was. Because, like she said earlier, you get that stupid news feed that is full of garbage, and it puts you in a weird spot. I got crap going on, and your brain takes over. And I'm ADD. I'm all over the damn place. My brain sees this before coffee, so it goes weird places. So it is what it is.
and don't hesitate to reach up, message Taryn. Ask Taryn, hey, can I get on a call with you and Kiana? Like, I want some serious, I'm in this position where I've got to make decisions. And they're the two that can really guide and direct you right now in helping that decision because they're there. They can tell you what it takes and what it looks like. And don't hesitate. they will absolutely give you their time because, again, they're paying what they're doing forward.
Cool.
You know, like whether it's going to directly impact them in any way or not, getting you fired up and building is exciting to them and one of the reasons they continue to do what they do. So don't hesitate to send Taryn a message and say, look, can Melanie and I get on a call with you, possibly you and Kiana, and just talk about what this looks like?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely something to look into a little deeper than just thought.
Yeah, because we won't take it personally if you go up.
All right.
Because you need what we can't tell you right now. We can tell you it's possible because we've seen it, but we haven't done it. We see it. We know it's there. They've done it. They can tell you and walk you
Through it.
And
Melanie's like already on the phone making the call. Taryn, let's do this. Stop.
To anybody that's watching this is why it's important to get on these calls, because like when you get around these positive people, shut the front door. That's in here. Luke, what's up, buddy? This is why it's important to get on these calls.
Wait, now, is it actually Luke?
It might be Ariel, but if you get positive and you get around positive people, you start having these positive ideas, and then you can start brainstorming and having action. Whereas when you're by yourself and you're trying to do it on your own, sometimes it's hard. And I tried to pull this train by myself for 6 months before Andy finally showed up, and then we pulled the train together. And then finally Taryn reached down because she figured out, you know, where I was and who I was. And then finally it wasn't so lonely. But we have such a gift with Taryn's upline, with now having access to Kiana, with each other in our own team. We need to use it. We need to lean on each other and bounce ideas off of each other and be a team so that we can do bigger, do better, and get further. That's why we're here. Take over the world. Word up. Word up. Luke, I can't see you.
Oh, that was fun.
I don't know if you're there, but we're happy you're here if you can hear us. We're actually wrapping up. So I'm going to stop the recording real quick. Big fist bump for the recording. Stop.